What's going on, everybody? The Start Me Up Show, episode 2, Gina Davis edition. I got my brothers with me. Highly a Comic Bro. What's going on, Highly a Comic Bro?
What's up, man? Happy to be here. Been looking forward to this for a long overdue. It's been long overdue. So yeah, man, let's talk. Let's see where this show takes us.
Yeah. Let's see where this show takes us. The Start Me Up Show, featuring also Goat99. What's up, Steve?
What's up, bro? Ramble on.
I like it. Short and simple. Enough said. Cool, man. Hey, we got Comic Books NYC. What's going on, Comic Books NYC?
Up NYC.
And Life with Two YouTubers. Oh, you guys are NYC. I'm just gonna kick it right off, guys. How are you guys doing? The social distancing, life in general, these past couple of days, these past couple of weeks, everything that's going on with the news.
You better take that music off before you get.
I'm cool with getting the ding.
Yeah, cool. Dude, I think the government might be up on that shit, man. They probably got freaking police watching out for this shit.
Oh, well, we can talk about that too as well.
Go ahead, Goat.
Yeah, man, I've been living the seductive life of a bum. I've just been doing a whole lot of nothing day after day, and it's not as appealing as you might think it is, just sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing. Wifey's home too with me. She's doing the work at home thing, and just like nothing day after day. We're taking the trash out and, getting the mail is like the highlight of the day, going outside, and that's about it.
Dude, I tend to disagree, dude. I freaking love it. I freaking love it.
Is anything different for you? Like, because you're at home.
My wife and daughter are home. That's the part that sucks.
That's the part that sucks.
Yeah, wow. Dude. I love both dearly, but dude, I like that. Usually my life is my wife goes to work at 8 and she comes back around 3:30, 4, and I got all that alone time to hang out and I do the chores and all that. But now they're here.
Watch YouTube,
go live, watch movies, and now they're home and it's almost like they're expecting me to entertain a little. Let's go watch TV, man. Let's go do this. Let's go watch this. Like today, man, I missed Biggie's unboxing.
Oh, man.
Because we were watching last night's Survivor episode, and we were watching TV. I couldn't get away from them. But yeah, it's all right, dude. It's all right. I'm used to it.
But like, has anything been affecting you besides just staying home? Work wise, are you guys staying home from work? Like, I know at my work, they're making us take 1 day off a week. So, they're cutting down the 40-hour week to a 32-hour week for the next 2 weeks. So after that period, they're going to decide what to do after that. But that's kind of a bummer. We're here in South Florida, so I guess we're not as big of a hot spot as some of the other places. And NYC over here saying he's going a bit stir crazy.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, man. Steve Whiting, what's up, Steve?
What's up, Biggie?
I know a lot of people are also saying that down here in South Florida, because the temperature is 85 degrees or higher, that kills the virus.
Dude, I ain't believing any of that.
I personally shouldn't be, I'm not one to talk because I'm not keeping up with the news as much as I should be. But yeah, a lot of people, I've heard that a lot of like Floridians being like, oh yeah, the temperature is too hot for the virus to survive.
That's like a freaking myth, dude.
I'm like,
yeah,
that's Basuda. Nobody knows.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Parts of Italy are warm, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, man.
The only thing that's got me worried, like my family, everybody's doing good. I'm just worried is for my sons because they work in restaurants, and they're being affected. So I don't know how that's gonna play out with them. So we're taking it. You know, we're seeing where that goes. Man, it's like nobody knows. Everybody's in the same boat. What's up, Bake?
Yo, what's up, Bake? Yo,
yeah. If anything has me worried, it's that. But everybody else in my family staying bunkered down. My older relatives are good. Everybody's stocked up, so we're good there.
Yeah, I'm stocked up. We stocked up over here. I got some beer.
Excellent.
Yeah, I got some comics. My comic book shop is still open. I guess Hialeah, you were telling me that in Dade, I guess there's different counties. You know, Broward County, the shops are still open, but I guess Dade is closing down.
Yeah, non-essential businesses are all closed down. So today was the last day for the comic book shops.
Supposed to be getting checks in April. That's another thing that
I'll believe that when it happens.
I don't know, news that's going on around that you know, the government's going to be handing out these checks for
the thing you touched on, dude. I'm not sitting around and just watching news and what is the
fucking anarchy, yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, dude. But I'm not sitting around watching the news, man. I just don't want to get all.
Hey, that's
yeah,
really cool, man.
You get oversaturated with that stuff to the point where you just can't deal with it after a little while. I mean, I watch, you know, maybe like, you know, 20, 25 minutes, and then I max out, and I just can't watch it for like 4 hours in a row. You know what I mean?
No, dude. Like the news conference that Trump does, like on a daily, I just don't want to watch that.
No, there's no way that I can watch it. There's this one of my coworkers. She'll spend her time during the day watching it, which is cool. You know, more power to her. But like, yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't keep up as much as I should. You know, I'll say that. I follow the stock market like a hawk. Hey, kudos to you, man. Keep it up. What have you? Anything that's been going on? Anything crazy that you've been noticing? Obviously, like toilet paper has been going up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, toilet paper is like the big. Dude, I just saw a shirt today and it said. 2020 sucks, bro. And goddamn,
2020 sucks. It's like the slogan. What do you guys think? Everybody in the chat, what do you guys think of that? 2020 sucks. Yay or nay?
Yeah, not too good so far.
You know what Biggie just put? I just saw that, man. I've been noticing
2020 is dumb AF.
Yeah. I've been noticing a lot more sellers on Instagram, so I think it is hitting people, you know, or people are starting to get that anxiety about where they're gonna be about money and stuff. I think that's everybody. Like everybody, I think is scared of the corona, but man, the financially, it's the scary. I think it's scarier.
We got some positivity over here. What were you saying? What do you think is scarier?
Well, I think for the majority of people, I think like all the elderly, because they're saying it's on, you know, the people with high risk, of course, they should be concerned. But it seems to me like everybody else is more concerned financially. What is this going to do? You know, because it's going to set everybody back. But at the end of the day, we're all in it together.
We're all in it together, yeah.
It's scary, dude. It's uncharted waters, that's for sure.
Oh, he is, yeah.
It's not going good. I mean, it's a wild ride. And yet, one of the things, I don't know how you guys can take this. You know, this could be good or bad, but I guess a philosophy that I kind of have is, you know, money comes and goes. You know, you have that money that's saved up. Obviously, always try and save money. That's kind of like a staple financial advice right there. But there's going to be those time periods where there's going to be money and there's not going to be money. And like you said, people are freaking out right now. I bet there's like some investors and some like people out there that we don't even think about that are just like twiddling their thumbs and just like freaking out and just like what's going to happen, just speculating. As we speculate on comics, they're speculating on the future of economics and everything that's going on, you know?
The anxiety is real, dude. 2020 is anxiety. That's what it's anxiety, because I think everybody's feeling it. And well, we should be, you know?
So I was just watching TV today, and we were watching. What were we watching? We were watching Lock and Key, I think it was, and they go to like say bye to each other, and then they fist bump each other, and we're like, no, we can't. That's not allowed. That's not allowed anymore.
Fist pump, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what can you do now? It's like,
Like even the trends of what you see on TV and just like the jokes and things like that are going to be shifting towards that. You know what's going on globally.
Javi, look. That's it. No, that's it. That's the hi. That's what we're gonna say hi now. It's cool.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
What's up? We can't even talk pretty much because the spit carries us.
What's up? Just be like, yeah, what's up?
From 6 feet away.
Yep. I took my trash out earlier today, and the lady was sitting on the porch having a smoke, and she like I kind of passed by a little bit. And I just said hello and kept moving, and she was like giving me kind of like a look, and I'm like, hello.
Dude, I was taking out the trash yesterday, and I started coughing. Because I'm always at the
Oh man,
Quarantine.
And I was just coming. I was getting the mail, so I was coming out, right? And it's like it's this little covered area, so I was coming out. And I was like, with my dog. And right when I'm coming out, dude, my neighbor, like 3 doors down, is just looking at me. Dude, he looked at me like I was a freaking alien, dude. It's like, dude, I'm okay. It's whatever, dude. But dude, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. You can't sleep.
You can't, man. They're gonna come get you. It's like Monsters Inc. They're gonna come trap you up, put you in a little shower, spray you down, hose you down.
Yeah, well, put you in one of those things that like spray you with all these disinfectants and shit.
Yes, nice.
People here are, I mean, the stores are, what you imagine is gone, like the paper and things like that are gone. But there's, you still see people out. I went to Publix today and got some.
There's food, man. There's food.
Yeah, there's still some food. There's no.
So can you get Javi? Can you get cleaning supplies and toilet paper and non-edible items, or just what?
No, there's no toilet paper. There's no paper towels. There's no chicken, but there's other meats.
Yeah, and you have to go at a certain time if you're gonna get that paper.
Yeah, you gotta go in the morning for sure.
Yeah, so I gotta get some stuff for my son. So I'm gonna try to be there right at 8 when they open. Get them that to get it out of the way.
Some of the grocery stores here are doing a thing where they open up I think 45 minutes early to let elderly people go first because they're slower, you know what I mean? And let them have a crack at it so they don't get stampeded and, people climbing over their back so they can.
Well, I think it's also they don't want to expose them to other people too because they're,
Yeah, true.
So they're doing that here also.
Yeah,
well.
I think that's a nice thing. Let them have their thing,
Yeah.
But we have plenty of ramen noodles and mac and cheese and all that stuff. Potato tots, I'm ready to rock.
Be good, NYC. Gotta catch that live stream. Backseat Driver. Gonna be a good show.
Yeah, he's going
later.
over.
NYC. Thanks for stopping by.
Don't go stir crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man. It's just being consciously aware. That's what I always tell people. Just being consciously aware of what's going on.
As long as the internet does not go down, we should be fine.
Can you imagine that if the internet goes down?
Oh, I need my YouTube. I need my streaming. I need my Netflix, my Disney Plus. Just screwed without that.
That's the thing, dude. I want to freaking I want to play board games. I want to play Monopoly. It's a perfect time to play Monopoly. It's a perfect time to play Risk. And
I love that.
Risk.
I love that stuff. I'm down.
I'm trying to get my wife and my daughter, dude, and they're like, and it's like, dude, God bless, bro. Forget it. I'm going to my room, man. Forget you guys.
Risk or Monopoly?
Well, I guess
Risk.
I guess you're not going to capture Mongolia, Hialeah.
No. You guys like Risk? I freaking love it.
Oh, I love it. Love Risk.
I have never played a full game of Risk.
Oh, Javi, we got to do it. We got to do it. Dude, once the ship blows over, because I don't know if you're infected, we got to we got to do.
I don't know if you're infected.
YouTube is 90. What's going on, Chad? Brother.
Chad.
Perfect time to fine tune your collection. That is not. Yeah, it's great advice for sure.
Oh, Risk is great. I love
Dude,
it.
I freaking love Risk, dude.
Yeah, man. We got down on games for sure.
Yeah.
I am not infected. I'm self quarantined. All right, that's what we should all be.
Have you guys ever? If you guys have played Risk, have you guys ever played Axis and Allies?
Axis and Allies? No.
That is like that's World War II, and it's Risk on steroids. It is phenomenal. Oh, I love Axis and Allies. Oh, because it's great. It's 3 against 2. It's Russia, Great Britain, and America versus Japan and Germany in World War II, and it's great. Oh my God! So even though it's 3 against 2, the Germans and the Japanese are very, very powerful, and they can get what's called an economic victory because there's like money and stuff to buy. You got to keep your industrial complexes going so you can build stuff and pay armies and whatnot. It is phenomenal. Holy crap! If you like Risk, you would love Axis and Allies.
How long does that game last?
Oh, as long as you want it to. It can last like a few hours, like probably like it can go like 2-3 hours if you want or more.
Dude, because Risk could go for a good while. If everybody's conservative in Risk, it could last forever. If people are aggressive, it's a whole different story.
Well, yeah, you get spread thin if you get aggressive, but if you just sit there and stockpile, it'll never end. You know.
It's so good. There's so much strategy.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
You know, I don't think 90 will do well in that game. I don't know if he's ever played that. I don't think 90 will do good.
And you mentioned Monopoly.
Probably take over your lands.
Ooh,
Monopoly was
90 doesn't have the strategy. He's not the strategist.
Monopoly was invented by Parker Brothers, and Parker Brothers is in Beverly, Massachusetts, and that's my brother's hometown. So my brother lives in the same town where they used to make Parker Brothers. I think they got taken over by Hasbro now, but for years and years and years, like for decades, it was Parker Brothers. And so yeah.
Oh, bro, we got a Risk challenge in the chat going on. I think.
Let's do it, dude. Let's do it.
Challenge is on.
What is the figures like? Is it by colors? Like
yeah, it's by different armies have different colors. There's like 6 different armies. There's like.
All right, so what color are you?
Yellow, black, gray, blue, red.
What color are you?
Green.
I like being green. I like being green.
Oh, green. Okay. Damn, you got to duke it out with Chad because I think he's gonna go green too.
No, I think he's going pink. I think he's going pink.
Oh, damn.
Hey, that's the sneak color right there. The sneak by color.
Yeah.
What about Clue? You guys ever play Clue? Come on, man. That's a classic.
I used to play Clue, but I haven't played it in a long time.
You never played Clue? Get out of here.
I think I played it once, dude. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
You're telling me you played Risk, but you never played Clue?
I didn't like Clue, man. I didn't like it.
Clue is so
Bobby, how does that go? When you guess, right? Like you have to guess who you think did it or whatever. Like if you guess and get it wrong, you lose, right?
Yeah, you're out. You can't. You got to look at the cards secretly so nobody else can see. And then if you're
so
wrong,
if you guess incorrectly, you lost.
You put the cards back in. You don't tell anybody.
Okay.
You just like a smooth criminal, just exit your way out.
I remember that part.
I kick ass and guess who?
Guess who? The flipping the board.
Yeah, I kick ass and that shit, dude. I used to beat all my kids. They couldn't beat me, dude. You know, until once they turned like 6, it was over. You know, they started taking over.
Oh man, you're supposed to let your kids win, man.
Hell no.
No.
No, dude. My son, my oldest son, he didn't beat me in basketball until we used to play series, and he didn't beat me until I think I turned 40. I was 42 and he was 18. That's when he first beat me, and it was epic when he won. You know, it meant something to him. You know, it meant something to him. Now I've never. That was the last. I can't beat him. I've never beat him again.
That was the last time. That was it. Your streak was over after that.
That was over. I hit 42, and that was it. I was done.
Clue is epic, man. We gotta play some Clue. I know you're dominoes. You were talking about dominoes.
We gotta play dominoes. Once this shit's over, we gotta do a domino night, man, for sure.
Mousetrap, Rio. That's like
yeah.
really old school. Mousetrap, snake and ladders or whatever. Shoots and ladders, snakes and ladders.
Scrabble.
Wow, I haven't played those in a long time.
Scrabble.
Yeah,
I was always intimidated by Scrabble. If that makes sense.
I can't spell. I think I won once. I've won once or twice because I can't spell worth a crap.
52 card pickup.
We played this game called Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus with our best friends, like another married couple. And they just like our friends just like fight like the whole time it's happening. It's like, holy crap. It's like, it's not even fun anymore. I'm just like, screw this. Like, you know, because we get invited for game night. My wife's like, hey, you want to go over there and play games? And I'm like, I'll go over there and chill, but I don't think I want to play games with them because they fight to the death and it's not fun no more, you know? It's like,
Hey, let's just say someone in the chat, not going to say who, came over to my house with his wife, and we played this game that I can't remember now, but it's one of those games like things you've done and or haven't done, and you got to guess. I forget the name of the game. And, dude, that was hilarious. But I'm not going to say who it was. But
is it like a naughty couples game or?
No, it could be naughty, but it's not. It's not crazy naughty.
Okay.
It's just how well do you know? Pretty much, it's like you pick you have a card and then they gotta. I forget how it plays. It's really good.
No, that's cool. Yeah, it's just like a cool like.
Yeah, dude. I just gotta say, when I played with someone in the chat, I mean over here, and his wife over here, dude, that was hilarious. I mean. Hilarious. I'm not gonna tell you, but I think you could guess.
Candyland.
What's up,
Simeon? Yeah, buddy.
Old school Monopoly for 6 hours. Oh man, I've never played.
Oh yeah.
That's another game I've never really played a full game of Monopoly.
What? What planet are you from?
It's Earth.
Wait a second. Did you play?
Puerto Rico? I don't know.
You play like all kinds of Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. So I've heard you talk about it on other streams, right, Bobby?
Yeah.
Oh man, you got to teach me how to play that. I want to play that.
Oh yeah, that's not Monopoly though.
But it's long ass like that though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So how long does one game take?
It can take. We have like an hour session, or it can be like up to like a 4 or 5 hour session. Those are the real good ones right there.
Yeah, I was with my cousin one time and some other guys were playing, but I was like inebriated and I was just like, I don't know what you guys are doing. So I was just sitting there like watching them play and like they were like, I don't know, casting spells, doing some bullshit. And I'm like, like, what are you guys doing, man? It's like it's like I want to go drink it.
What are you guys up to over here?
Yeah, man.
I play Monopoly with my daughter, and we have this thing where we play speed Monopoly, and we just we don't we cut corners a little bit, and we just buy and do them. Me and her play in about an hour and a half. We're done. We just do it fast. We don't freaking laddie-gadaggle and just look around.
Yeah, we play with that same couple, and then after a certain point, you can kind of tell that like one person really has the upper hand, and then you just kind of play it out for like the next 45 minutes, whatever. So if it really looks like you have it, like you have all the money and like all your like houses and hotels and everything, then it's a wrap. You don't need to go for another hour after that, Because what we'll do is we'll just say, okay, you won, let's do another one because it's the excitement. Unrolling another game because it's like, okay, you got the win, good enough. Let's do another one because I don't want to like we're going home at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., whatever. I don't want to like waste the time doing that. So let's just play another one right now.
The thing of Monopoly, well, I guess with a lot of games, it just depends on the luck of the roll, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because if I skate past your houses and hotels, I don't have to pay you. But on the other hand, if I land on it, I'm going to die.
No, but then you got to be lucky to land on them to buy them too.
Right.
That's all strategy, bro.
It's strategy, but it's also freaking the luck of the roll, man.
Oh, it is. It's both. Because I've won and lost to, all kinds of people.
It takes weeks to finish a game.
Yeah, but it's fun though. We used to play a lot. I got all different versions of it. I got like a Star Wars version. I got like a sports one. I got like a Boston Red Sox one. I got I got a whole bunch of like Star Wars.
I played Monopoly.
Bunch of them. How many versions do you need though? How many versions do you need?
Well, I get them as gifts because people are like, oh, he likes Star Wars, so give him that,
No, I've definitely played Monopoly. It's just like I've never played like a full-on like competitive like balls to the wall.
Dude, we gotta play a freaking Risk, bro. Now you got me shit. Now I can't wait to play Risk, man.
You guys ever played Life?
Oh yeah,
sure. Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that was the center, Biggie. That guy was that guy. That guy looks
Hialeah, I think you guys have I think you have a guest that you need something to dish out with, right?
Yo, I have 2 minutes before I gotta get back to work.
2 minutes.
Yo, your ass want to talk shit, Hialeah? You want to go no face now? All right, I got you, bro. Wait till we get on risk.
We're gonna go.
That ass, dog. Just like I do on anything else game wise.
Dude.
Me and you one on one versus anything. I'm
We're gonna
taking
play.
that.
We're gonna play Risk.
Let's
bro.
go.
We're gonna play.
Let's
Risk.
go.
It's gonna be good, bro. I cannot freaking wait.
Oh, I
Dude,
can't
after-
wait till Hialeah pulls the amnesia and forgets how to play.
No.
He's like, oh no, that's not how it was. You start changing rules on me.
Okay, but hey, okay. When we play, we gotta go over the rules because certain people play the games.
What do you mean? You read the rules and you play the rules.
We're gonna make sure that how we're gonna freaking play because you change rules too. Okay? 'Cause
No, I didn't change. No, how you pick up basketball is some dinosaur ass shit. Okay? Your pick up basketball rules are ridiculous.
Dude,
right?
you're crying.
I'm crying. I'm the one that beat you. You're the one that was crying because you lost.
Yeah, I lost. I got you.
Bro,
Okay.
take everything back. What does that mean? Take everything back.
You're almost 51 years old. You better be me in freaking.
Hey, but you were the one talking smack before we went out there.
You didn't even kick
What?
my ass. You didn't even kick my ass.
When is the risk? When is risk going down? When is the risk match going down?
I don't know.
Hialeah is lucky he got one more minute because I would be in here trolling his ass the entire show. He would be hating me. Everyone in the chat would hate me. He would hate me even more than he already does. And he's gonna hate me when I beat him in Risk.
We're gonna play at Javi's house. We're playing at Javi's house.
What, at neutral?
We're gonna. I'm
Yo,
gonna set
you know,
the
it's
table up right here.
Yeah,
and, you know,
Virtual.
we're gonna live
You can
stream
find
it.
it on an app and play that way too, Hialeah. I know you don't know that concept in your old age, but we can do it that way where we're all in our own areas too. So
The game of global domination being played on a neutral site. Hey man, after this
Anyway.
Corona stuff is over, man, and everybody's whatever, I'm coming down. I'm gonna sleep on Hialeah's couch. I want to play too.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
for real though, we should definitely get a game of Risk, Domino, something. We got to do something once everything has been lifted.
Okay, and we all play in our underwear.
Interact.
In our.
Oh no, you don't want to see that, man. Jesus.
I mean, if you want to see that Hialeah, you got to pay for it. So I mean,
Whoa.
it depends on how much you're gonna be paying me, and then you can see that.
Oh my god, it's gonna be funny, dude. It's gonna be funny. Oh,
I
we
mean,
gotta,
you gotta survive the corona first, and then
we gotta survive Corona.
Just in case, because I am technically working. If I get a call, I'm just gonna hop out, guys. But thanks for
That's
sending me
right.
the link, Javi. What up, Go? What up, Raul?
What's up, 90? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, yo. I've been staying away from infected Hialeah. So,
I'm good, man. We're good here.
are you healed up yet or no? Because I know you had that little cold for real.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You good? All right.
Yeah, that was last week. I'm good.
Everything going around. I'm worried about you. in your old age.
Yeah, just the allergy. Normal shit I got is the allergies.
You're in that area of concern, Raul.
I'm in the red zone.
Yeah, I know.
the red zone. Risk is a game that ends friendships and breaks tables. What's up? What's up, Kachung?
Yeah, dude. Risk could get fucked. Come on, dude. Let's go. Let's battle. Two. I got one of yours, and you got one of mine. Two yours.
I've lost a lot of good friends playing Risk.
I'm also my family's top naval commander. So if you want to get beat in Battleship 2, Hialeah, let me know.
Oh, Battleship. Wow.
I haven't played Battleship in forever. You'll never find my submarine.
This guy. So what are we starting up today, fellas?
I don't know. We started. I don't know. We got into board games that we didn't even know we were getting into board games. This is a game
That wasn't even on the agenda. Yeah, man.
Nice. Oh, did we lose Javi?
Uh-oh.
No, he's just still.
Okay, that's good. We don't need Javi.
He'll be back.
Yeah, it's only his channel. So,
We only got like
just
10
borrow
minutes until they kick us off, right?
oh damn,
He'll be back. There he goes.
Hey.
welcome back.
Yeah, Kachin. Risk is a game that ends friendships. Oh yeah.
I don't know about all that.
Play Pandemic and everybody loses.
Whoa! What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry about that.
Oh, nice. Life. Take care, Sharon. And everyone loses.
Pandemic. Have you guys ever played Pandemic?
No.
Is that
I'm
a
doing that right now.
Yeah, there was this one game that
No, that's a big old crazy.
there was this one game called
tabletop
Citadel that
What's
me
it
and my
called?
friends have played. Citadels, and it's really
Okay.
cool. And like pretty much, it's like a card game, and there's different characters, and each character has like a different, I guess you can say ability. And then the point is to take over the other person's citadel and be like the last one standing, so to speak. But it was a pretty cool game. Different. It's not like I guess you say like a mass-produced pop game, so to speak. It's one of those like you have to go to like one of those board games.
Dude,
shop.
I've seen that, man. I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
cool.
so do you
really cool
need
game.
like special card decks and whatnot?
Well, yeah, when you buy the game, it comes with all the cards and everything.
But do you need to get like what do you call it, like a booster pack and all that stuff? Like,
No, I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's just like a one-time type buy.
okay,
So it's not like Magic or anything like that. But it's pretty cool. It's different.
I remember seeing the box.
Yeah, no, it's a cool game, and like I said, it's not like a very popular game, but one of those board games, pretty cool. If you're trying to change it up. I had Javi, Sean Cotter.
Yeah.
His good friend and neighbor, and Charles. Have you been to Charles's house?
No. Oh, I went to his
You wanna
father's
talk
house in
about-
Orlando.
You want to talk about his parents literally have board games going from the living room throughout the entire house, like just stacked up on the walls. They're everywhere. And Cotter used to like once a week go over there, pull a new game and bring it over to Russo's, and we would be playing like all these new different games every week. Pretty cool. But Charles's family is like really big into like, board games like that. And they have like a weekly family meet up and do that, which is pretty cool.
What's,
Yeah,
Nice.
tabletop games.
what's Russo's?
Russo's our lead singer, Bubba. It's his
Okay.
family's house. Yeah.
Did you guys ever play Parcheesi?
Parcheesi.
Long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
I don't even remember how to play.
Me neither.
I mean,
I
I'm a
played
big
Sorry,
Yahtzee
I played
fan.
Parcheesi.
Play some
Kingo, you guys play that?
I've never played Yahtzee.
Yahtzee's where it's at, man.
All I know is you got to scream
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. When you get a Yahtzee, you get to say it. But
I've never played Yahtzee. I never played backgammon either. I don't know how to play that.
Yahtzee, the best way to describe that is pretty much it's just poker with dice. I mean, that's the best way to describe it, which is pretty cool. But I'm a big Yahtzee fan. My family gets down on Yahtzee.
Must be it must be an American thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Yahtzee, Nazi.
I guess you're not American anymore, Hialeah. I guess you moved yourself out.
Well,
The next four.
Like, come on, bro.
I learned a lot of the games from my mom, man. And she played most of them, but Yahtzee wasn't, I don't think they played Yahtzee in Cuba. So she didn't know that one.
Yeah, hey, I'm not saying that, but you've been in America.
They didn't have risk either, so I learned it.
Yo,
Yo, Highly, I don't know what you're talking.
Yeah, I don't know where Hialeah's gone, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going with this.
I wanted Hungry Hippos, and I never got that shit, man. I'm so bummed, man. Like,
Oh man, that
I had
Hungry Hippos is such a gimmick.
Never
was,
got it, man. I
Like
was so
made out of
bummed.
plastic. It
I had
wasn't anything legit.
I had that.
never.
Yeah, Steve is playing World of Tanks right now. You would.
Yeah, dude.
That's,
He's addicted to that game, dude. He always plays it on his phone.
that's right, man. Hey, Steve used to play WoW, World of Warcraft. We'll
Oh, well,
talk a little about video game talk right there. You
I
know?
was gonna say kind of card game-ish, but I know Javi, bro. Me and Javi used to get down on that Hearthstone.
Oh yeah, we
They used to
play-
throw down on Hearthstone, man.
That's a fun game. It's a free game too on your free
Yeah.
phone.
And Heroes of the Storm. That was another game that we used to get down on.
Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, man.
So,
Fun.
You don't play any of those things anymore with 90 anymore, huh? I wonder.
I don't play. I don't have
90's a
time.
pro loser, bro. He's competitive at everything.
yo, this guy Hialeah, first of all, he's trying to like take shots at me, and he don't even let Javi finish talking. Javi straight up just said, "I just don't have time to do anything like that anymore." And Hialeah just, "Oh yeah." I don't like losing, but that doesn't mean you can't learn from losing. As someone that's been brought up in sports. But yeah, if I play to win the game.
You are intense as fuck.
Well, when it comes to winning, I love winning,
Just
man.
playing, you're competitive. You're competitive as fuck.
Yeah, man, I've been like that all my life, though, bro. I played sports, so it's just my nature.
I used to be like that, but then I just remembered man, you guys just got chill, dog.
Chill, dog.
I mean, we
Yeah.
should.
You got to
You're-
chill.
Yeah, your inner fast man in Richmond High.
Spicoli over there, this guy.
What's up, V? Jelani?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
Hey, man, so you're going to be like our Gina Davis tonight, huh? Gina Davis couldn't make it, so you're filling in?
Yeah,
I
she
don't
couldn't
know.
make it tonight.
I don't know who Gina Davis is.
Oh, come on. You don't know who Gina Davis is?
You don't know who Gina Davis is?
No, sir.
No,
We
we're
need to
doing
bring
top 5 Gina Davis movies.
Oh, okay, that's great. I don't
Top
know who that
five.
is. So
Oh, man. I thought we were only doing top 3.
I guess my top
Oh,
five
top
are going to
three
be
is perfect. Top 3 is
top
perfect.
3 will be Star Wars, and Star Wars. Next.
She was up for the role of Princess Leia.
I don't even know who she is, bro.
She's the chick from Beetlejuice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think she's Louise in Thelma and Louise.
never seen that either. Beetlejuice, I saw as a kid. You know, wasn't one of my movies. I mean, thought it was good, but it wasn't like, Beetlejuice, such a great movie. You know.
No, that's nobody's. It's gonna really say that. I don't think anybody would really be like, "Yo, Beetlejuice."
Yeah, there's people. Beetlejuice is on. They're watching it, man.
Beetlejuice was a big freaking deal when it came out, man. That movie was big. Michael Keaton and as Beetlejuice, dude, that was a nice little. It was a whole different gimmick, I would say. You know, it was good.
Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah, for sure.
Damn. Daylight come and you want
See,
to-
Hialeah, if that movie's on, he's watching it, Javi. I told you, bro. I told you, bro. Like, there's some people that not my movie. It's not my movie.
Oh, we got somebody trying to
Yep.
invoke the inner essence of Beetlejuice himself. Yo, Biggie Watson Silver Age Sunday this week.
You gotta hit up Jeff, bro.
Yo, Jeff has been lagging like crazy.
No, but the thing about Jeff too, he's been working like crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because his job and what's going on, he's putting in monster hours, dude.
The world is so fucked up. Not even Beetlejuice from the Mercury right now.
He's trying to get infected.
He'd show up. He'd be like, "Oh man, what is going on?" You know, this raspy Beetlejuice voice, and get out of here.
Oh.
How's work going, man? You still good?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for this next call to come in. So, working
You're
from home.
Are you self quarantined? We talked about this earlier.
I guess so. I mean, the office is closed down. I've been pretty much home the last 2 days. If I need anything,
Closed down.
I run.
Nandy, what were you doing live on Perry's at 3:00 in the morning, dude?
I
What,
just
what was he doing? What are you questioning his?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I just had gotten off of work. So Perry was like, yo, why don't we have this guy hop on? I was like, yeah, bro, I'll hop on. What were you doing up? Way past your bedtime, Hialeah.
Go to sleep, man.
Oh, that's right. You go to bed at like 3 p.m., so you wake up at 3 a.m. That makes sense.
I was having nightmares.
Oh, too much Beetlejuice watching?
Beetlejuice, yeah. So I worked.
Oh yeah, he was binge watching Gina Davis movies. It was a
Had
marathon.
a nightmare.
He had a nightmare that's keeping him up.
Well, we had some interesting conversation last night. Sports was brought up on Perry's channel, and Perry could not be involved in that conversation
I
at all.
was about to ask you, what does Perry know sports?
No, he definitely does not. But it got brought up, and then the rest of the panel were all going. And Perry's like, "I'm just trying to understand." It was pretty funny. But as I know, you highly a big sports guy and GOAT yourself. Some splashes the last couple of days, with Tom Brady leaving New England, and then to see Todd Gurley get released today. I got a feeling they're putting together a super team in Tampa. And that's all I'm saying. And that was one of the arguments last night. They're like, oh, but who's their running back? I'm like, bro, they still got time. And then that happened today. I'm like, oh, they're going to go get that guy. So
crazy shit, right? The whole draft's been blown up. We don't know.
And then the other thing is we don't know anything because right now there's no football season. But it's just like sports right now is very interesting with this whole situation,
Mm-hmm.
So just thought it was.
Thank God, because there's nothing to watch. So thank God for free agency, right?
Maybe thank God for Javi putting on YouTube shows like tonight and yesterday, and yourself for keeping us entertained. Because I mean, I'm a big sports person, man. So right now, I'm not watching anything. Javi with the hot sports take. This just in, Todd Gurley has been released from the Los Angeles Rams. And where will he go next? As we all stay tuned on the Conquistador Sports Channel. I just made that up.
Wow.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, 90MF Comics, for that nice little tidbit.
I think ESPN is channel 90 on my cable box. I'm not sure.
Now, let me ask
Tune in
you,
right there.
do you guys think Todd Gurley's worth $10.5 million? Or they did the right thing by letting him go?
I think they did the right thing. They had a high draft pick They had a number 2 pick last year as a running back. I think they did the right thing.
Ah, man, his
He's
numbers,
running
I think, speak for themselves.
They do, but they were declining. He came into the NFL, he came into the league with a bum knee, with knee problems. He had an arthritic knee. I think he blew out his knee right before. So I am not surprised. And yeah,
I mean, he's balled out every year, though.
he has, but he wasn't the same. He lost some of that explosion in the last year, man.
Running backs decline quickly. You know what I mean? Like
No, for sure.
They get a lot of wear and tear.
They could find
Like
somebody.
when they go downhill, they go quick.
They go fast. They go fast.
I'm just not sure for me if it was enough to be like, all right, I'm gonna,
I'm not saying he doesn't have another good year left.
because you have to remember, it's one more year under contract. One more year under contract. And to me, that's where I'm like, man, okay, I'm not saying extend him or re-sign him, but, maybe give him that year because he has given you his body, so to speak, over the last few years. And to, and
Maybe they have a plan. They think they can get somebody cheaper. I don't know.
True. I mean, they had the second round. They drafted a running back last year in the second round, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they believe in that. I don't know.
Yeah, because the guy that they got is a pass catcher too. He's not just a running back, and I think that's what they like,
And then, and being 2 years removed from the Super Bowl,
I understand, but you know what, dude? They'll find another one. Running backs aren't what they used to be, dude.
So do you think, this is a big question right here, do you think now Tom Brady's building, or whatever, the Bucks building up the super team, Tom Brady's on that team, he's on this new team, it's not the Patriots, is he going to the Super Bowl with this team?
I don't know. The question last night that was brought up, does Tom Brady make the playoffs with this current Bucks team? And there was a couple guys that said no. I said, yeah. What do you mean? You're giving him Mike Evans, one of the best go-to receivers in the entire league?
And the other guy's amazing too. I forget what his name is.
Jiggs was making the point that he thinks San Diego's receiving core is better, but they don't have a team. They might be better together as a core, but when you're individuals, I think the Bucks have the better receiving.
Yeah, shout out to Varangi and Vigilante. I have no idea what you're all talking about. VV, me too.
No, but Javi, you're doing a good job by asking questions, making it seem like you do.
Yeah, I get you.
But
Super Bowl in Tampa, Steve says Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's gold and gold.
Yeah, I think they make the playoffs. I don't know if they make the Super Bowl. One of the things that was brought up last night, there's no O-line there, but we're talking Tom Brady. He gets rid of the ball in 2 freaking seconds. Like,
they still have one of the top picks. They could get an offensive lineman. They still got a coach, Bruce Arians.
Bro, and that's the key. Bruce Arians is the key, bro. He made Peyton Manning when Peyton Manning was nobody. People don't realize he was his quarterback coach. Ben Roethlisberger.
They're tight end.
Whoa. Peyton Manning was number 1 pick. Slow down.
What?
Howard.
Peyton Manning was number 1 pick.
Yeah, I know. But for instance, though, I mean, how many number 1 pick? Okay, look at Ryan Leaf.
No, I don't care about all that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can be the number 1 pick, but what?
But you have the expectation that you're going to do something if you're a number 1 pick,
I mean, for sure, but how many times the number 1 overall pick, when it comes to quarterback, actually pans out to do something? Peyton Manning, to me, was the first time ever that's ever happened.
No.
Give me another number 1 overall pick that had an incredible career.
Terry Bradshaw.
Okay, but you're how many years removed from?
Well, that's 50 years ago.
Manning. Yeah, bro.
I'm going to give you one.
When Peyton Manning was coming out, that's what everyone was saying. This is the best quarterback since Terry Bradshaw.
Who's another one? That's a good. Let's see.
Bro, Ryan Leaf, flop. I mean, who else are you gonna? Matt Leinart.
Eli.
Number 1 over. He was number 1. I don't think he was number 1.
Yeah, he was
he number 2?
No, he was number 1. He was number one, and then but he got drafted by San Diego. And then he
Right.
got
But
traded to the
he refused to play with them.
Play over there.
Trade
No, I
him.
remember that. He was number one overall, but you're gonna say he had the career that Peyton Manning did?
No,
That's the
No,
point
he
of the ring.
no, he
Well,
didn't.
no,
Are
maybe
the-
how many guys have had the career Peyton Manning? Like,
Yeah, it's not
Yeah, but to your point though, Goat, you're saying like number one overall pick, you're expected to be that. Where so rarely does the number one overall pick.
No, but what I'm saying is, if your team is terrible, right, and you have the number one pick, and you guys take a quarterback, you would think that you would be pretty jazzed about it, like on draft day. You know what I mean? So the expectation is there that something's going to happen. You know, whether or not it does, it's a lottery ticket like anything else. You know what I mean? So because in every sport there's busts. You know what I mean? Baseball and basketball and hockey and everything. I mean, you know. But if you get the number one pick and you take a quarterback, you have the expectation that something's going to happen. You know?
Hey, John Elway.
Okay, that one. But look at how long it took John to really. I mean, to get the 2 Super Bowls. I mean, he was.
Well, but he lost 3. He got to Super Bowls. He just never won them.
Yeah.
He got
You got to
three-
remember.
he
You
lost
got to remember
3
at that
Super Bowls.
time. At that time, the AFC won like 1 Super Bowl in like 15 years. You know what I mean? Like the Raiders won. But
They
yeah,
give
like
it to
every year was like all NFC every year because it was the Niners, and the Redskins, and the Giants, and just like one after another. And then
The Redskins.
oh, yeah. The true when I was a kid, the true Super Bowl was the NFC Championship game. You know,
Yeah.
Super Bowl was no fun at all ever. You know.
I don't
No,
know
it's
if this-
true. It's true. It was all NFC, like from the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
from like the mid 80s to like the 2000s, right?
Right, from like the 49ers all the way through Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith with Dallas, all of that, like, you know. It was like the Raiders won in like 83 or whatever it was.
It was 83, and then that was it. And then it was just all NFC.
Right, they won. Right, they exactly. You know, in fact, they were in Los Angeles when they won. They weren't even Oakland.
I hear that Steve says Brady would have 2 more rings if it was not for Eli. I wouldn't put that all on Eli.
Oh, dude.
I mean, yes, he did take 2 from him, but I don't put that all on Eli.
But on the other hand, too, how many Super Bowls did Brady pull out of the fire when they should have lost? You know what I mean? So,
No, for sure. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. To me, Eli doesn't live up to
No.
the name.
No.
You know, John Elway, right there with you. Peyton Manning for sure. I just think for the most part, even when you look at that number 1 overall pick throughout the history of the NFL, it never really pans out to be what they expect him to be. And that has to do
Rarely does.
and also too, to your point earlier, Goat, it's always to a team that's, in the middle of rebuilding. And especially more than ever now, it's either win now or go home, and if you're not doing nothing in the first 2 years, you're out. So
in the NFL, 2 years is an eternity because look at teams that were good 2 years ago that are like nothing now. Like Atlanta was in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. They're not as good as they once were. You know what I mean? Like just
yeah, no, I hear you.
Like Philadelphia won the Super Bowl like 2 years ago. They they're not what they were. But it goes in like a cycle like that, and it's hard because you're right because you get one player who's really good. So let's say you take a quarterback because you have the number 1 pick if you need a quarterback, and then the rest of your team is terrible. So like he may not stay there, or he might get banged up, or it could be a bust. You know what I mean? So all of that could happen. So. And then you may have bad management, you may have bad coaching, or salary cap problems, or, all kinds of problems. Because look at teams like Detroit. I was talking to my friend, and Detroit has won 1 playoff game since Eisenhower was president.
Yeah.
And they've had some
Yeah.
stacked teams, bro.
Yeah.
Right. So you know what I mean. So
Yo,
they won 1 playoff game since Eisenhower.
I gotta ask Kylie and Goat Steve's comment. Eli's a Hall of Famer. What do you guys think about that one?
He'll get in because the Manning family has sway. You know what I mean?
And it will be within overtime, but he's not gonna.
He's not going to be a first.
His overall career does not scream Hall of Fame, Steve.
Right.
Now, those 2 iconic playoff runs, like for sure, he had hit a stride, so to speak, within those runs to get his team to the Super Bowl and win. But when I look at his career, I don't think it's a Hall of
Agreed.
Fame-like career. But
Here's what he did. He had 2 5-week runs during the playoffs in his career. So if you subtract 10 weeks off of his career, what else does he have? Because the Giants don't have division titles, they don't have MVPs,
yeah,
they don't have all of that. And they had defensive teams when they were good. You know what I mean? So like other teams like Baltimore had like Flacco, and like sometimes you get a defensive teams, it's great. You know, like when Tampa won that other time, like they, who's their quarterback? Johnson. So like, you know what I mean? So like, sometimes, if you get a defensive team and a terrible quarterback, you can ride that to a win. But Eli Manning will get in because the Mannings have sway with the NFL.
For sure. Oh, Steve, I'm not betting that. I think he gets in, but he's not going to be no first round or first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, it's going to take time for him to get in.
If you look at his stats, you guys will be a little bit surprised. He threw for a lot of yards.
He has a lot of picks. He has a lot of
picks.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, those 2 runs, super iconic. And then when you go back and look at it, of course you can take him away from him. But I just don't think
one guy that I don't think should be in the Hall of Fame, Bob Greasy. You think he should be in the Hall of Fame?
I mean, look at his numbers for when he was then. Why not?
Dude, he didn't do anything.
What do you mean he didn't do anything?
Look at his stats. It was all freaking Zonka and Kick and those guys and the defense.
Yeah, but you're also talking about a time where the ball wasn't being thrown like down. He didn't turn over the ball. He didn't turn over the ball.
Okay, so you don't turn over the ball and you're in the Hall of Fame? Look at his winning percentage.
Look at his winning percentage.
It wasn't because of him. It wasn't because of him, dude. Greasy, in my opinion, should not. Even for a time when they didn't throw the ball, he didn't throw the ball.
I mean,
wait a second. Listen to what 90's saying for a second. Hold on. Because listen, he's talking about 2 iconic wins, especially over my beloved Pats. But if you listen to that, right, think about it. Because Joe Namath has an iconic win over.
His statistics, dude, he threw more interceptions than touchdowns in his career.
Right, exactly. Right, that's what I'm saying. So Namath has more interceptions and touchdowns, has an iconic win that he has. But without that, he has a New York hype machine behind him where they hype everything. So really, if you subtract that run, like he's talking about, like you take Peyton Manning's playoff runs off, he may not be a Hall of Famer. But same thing with Joe Namath, but he has an iconic win. You know what I mean? So it's very similar, but then he did it twice.
Let me just read off Bob Greasy's career highlights. All right, he's a 2-time Super Bowl winner, 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro. He was the league's MVP in 1971.
Bro, look at his stats, dude. They're garbage, bro.
He was the touchdown leader in 1977.
You're talking about the 70s here, bro.
But it's a different type of era of playing.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I don't think he should have freaking been in the freaking Hall of Fame.
And he has how many? His passing yards, 25,000 passing yards, and 192 touchdowns, 172 interceptions. So he didn't have more interceptions.
Look at Manning's stats.
Yeah, it was just on Eli Manning. Oh, the guy was a league MVP. Eli Manning has never won a league MVP.
Okay. So Cam Newton should be in the Hall of Fame.
No, but Bob Greasy has 2 Super Bowls and a league MVP.
Okay, he had a league MVP and he's been an All-Pro. I don't know how many years. A Super Bowl doesn't count for. Okay, Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett won 2 Super Bowls and he's not in the Super Bowl. And you know what? He doesn't deserve to be in the goddamn Super Bowl. Okay. And he's a Raider.
Hey,
Eli
Manning,
during a time that you're throwing.
He's garbage, bro. He's garbage.
Okay.
Well, in my mind, Greasy's in line before Eli Manning.
Hands down.
Eli Manning's getting in.
I don't think it's that far apart, though, dude.
No, I didn't say that. I
don't think it's hands down.
And you got to remember too, in the 70s they ran the ball more than they do now. And the defenses were tougher then because the rules are different. Back then you could jack quarterbacks up. Now
you're gonna tell me Bob Greasy didn't get beat up like crazy, bro? And then he still wound up
getting beat up.
Yeah.
Everybody in the 70s.
No, I'm not saying he blows him out of the water. I'm just saying that Eli Manning is behind Greasy in my
hands down. Estimation. I'm with you right there.
Yeah. Not hands down. It's not it's not hands down.
Yeah, it is hands down.
No, it's not. No,
Eli has never.
I just gotta say, Mike Rogers, Silver Surfer, would be a good outside linebacker.
It's true. That's true. We could set up a team with superheroes. That would be
cool. Man. Superhero team.
Yeah, bro.
That's what we like. Who do you want as your quarterback? Who would be your quarterback?
Damn, bro.
Not Greasy.
Bro, get out of here, bro.
I know who I would take as a backup quarterback. For backup quarterback, I would take Mr. Fantastic on the goal line with his stretching ability. Just and get the ball and break the plane.
That is a good one. I mean, I might as my main quarterback, I might go Cap, just because he might have that hoorah, get everyone behind, And
I
like
was thinking that.
Cap would be my go-to guy. Would be my
I'm taking the
quarterback.
Hulk as a running back.
I want Juggernaut as a fullback, bro.
Well, no, man, you're gonna waste those guys. You need a defensive line, bro. Imagine you put
Oh my God, Juggernaut is a
the whole on opposite ends, bro, and they're going in. Like, come on. You know?
Oh,
I'm
no,
taking him
you
as an
know-
offensive lineman.
You know,
Flash would be my safety.
Colossus would be a good defensive end, bro.
Flash would be my safety. Him and Quicksilver would be my two safeties in the back, kind of like holding that down. And then when it comes to
Receivers,
what?
have them as your receivers.
No, I would say safeties. We can find better
I would
receivers.
have one has to be one of those guys has to be your one of your receivers, your deep threat.
Yeah, I can use like Wally West and use Barry Allen as a deep as a Wally West as a receiver.
Let's make your whole team full of flashes.
Well, no, not the whole thing. Just
Oh,
certain
yeah,
areas,
that's
bro.
too-
I'm looking at what their powers would bring to that position. You know, my linebacker. I want Wolverine as my middle linebacker.
Yeah, that's
Wolverine would be my middle linebacker
perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect.
for sure. Oh, bro, we should definitely do a show like that.
Oh, man.
We gotta come up with it. We gotta come up with it before. Just write it all up. Have it ready and shit.
Yeah, you gotta just come up with your team beforehand, come up with the roster, who's playing what position, and then probably just like somebody else will have to do the same thing. Even if you have doubles, it's fine, whatever. And then probably just how can you like set up like a virtual like football match? See who-
Or you know what would be cool too, and I mean it would take some serious thought to put into it. But Javi
you're out.
would be into it. But kind of like how you have like fantasy football and fantasy basketball, you do it with comic books. And we would all have a draft and select characters, and then based off certain things that happen in the book, like if an ally dies, they lose a point. If they defeat a villain, they we can
Oh yeah, that'd
figure
be
out like
kinda
a
cool.
point system and have like our own superhero fantasy league, so to speak, just based off of what's going on in the comics. Like that's another.
Did you see 84 the Power Hour last week? We did a superhero draft, man. That shit was
Yeah,
a
I
lot,
saw that.
Yeah.
That was great.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty sure 84. Oh, maybe he did say that, but I think that would be a cool idea to do like a
We did a draft.
yeah. And then
I won. I just gotta say I won.
I mean,
Well, it would be after you draft a team, though. It would be great to see some kind of way to like put them,
exactly.
make them. Now
that
with a team, let's make them do
That's what
something. You know.
Highly, that's what I'm saying. Based off of whatever storylines are going for those characters currently in books, like we would figure out a point system. Like if they defeated a villain, they'd get 3 points. If they an ally was killed, they would lose 2 points.
Complicated, my God.
So, I mean,
Somebody would have to be keeping track of all that
that stuff, bro. But if you think about it, fantasy football and fantasy baseball used to be that back in the day. It wasn't online.
No,
You know, with your buddies, and you would have to track your own things and then come together and do it. So, I mean, I think it would be a cool idea, and just it would make reading a little more interesting.
Look at freaking Biggie, dude. He's still freaking upset because I beat him, dude. Who's more popular than you, Biggie? Get out of town, dude. Just call it, dude. Just give me my props. I beat you for once, man.
Bro, Highly just wants one win in his life. You see that?
I
Bro?
know.
He just wants to be a winner one time in his life.
I'm content.
Oh.
Friday.
He just wants to
Highly-
be a winner one time, bro.
Hi, Leo. Was Colossus on your team?
No, he wasn't part of the picks. He wasn't on the draft board.
Biggie had Superman, didn't he?
Yeah, and I beat him with Superman, bro.
Superman all day. Superman all day.
I had another team, bro. I sold my team, and he's still butthurt.
Nah. He knows you.
Oh, man.
He got me on slap down, dude. So just be happy with that, bro.
Because Highly, how much did you win by? Like 1 point? I forget how that went.
Yeah, I think it was like 1 vote, 1 or 2 votes. I don't know. I never went back and counted. Biggie did. He counted it like 8 times to make sure he had lost.
Oh,
Superman,
I love you, Biggie.
Wolverine. Oh, it was 3v3.
it was fun to watch, though.
Biggie said Flash is his running back. I think I might go Spider-Man as my running back.
What are you talking about? Spider-Man is your running back, bro.
Quick, elusive, get into holes. You know what I'm saying? pick up first downs. I don't know. Or you can go Venom as your fullback. You know, you got Venom as your fullback. Spider-Man is your running back. Venom like creating holes. Spider-Man, like, I can see that. You know?
I can see that shit going down. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Biggie. Thank you so much.
I counted. I won. Just let Lucha win.
Thank you, Biggie.
Oh man, we're getting up to that hour mark. I'm good to keep going if you guys want to keep going. I
Yeah.
wanted to show.
It's on our Gina Davis, and we're gonna talk music, man. We still got stuff to talk about.
We still have a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, a little sidetrack, but okay, let's get down.
All right, now the show has started, so let's go.
All right, so we're gonna do top Gina Davis movies.
All right, well, I guess that's.
Oh, I only have two.
I don't have any Gina
I have-
Davis movies.
I
And I'm
will.
probably gonna go back to work or pretend to work. So if you guys are still running it when I get off,
Yeah,
I'll be back on.
we'll be here. We're probably gonna go about 4 or 5 hours.
All right, perfect. You're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you guys are only 36 hours away from Jigs's record, so let's do it.
That's what we're gonna shoot for today, guys.
Perfect.
I don't think I can stay awake 36 minutes. That might 36 hours.
Oh, goat. Sorry, goat. You
I do
didn't.
the same thing, bro. I make the same mistake.
I need those power naps, bro. I mean, damn.
I took mine today. I don't know if you can tell.
I didn't get mine.
I didn't get mine either.
I had a little nap.
All right, fellas. Well, I'll be in the chat watching your Gina Davis picks, and then if I get a break again, I'll hop back in. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Go,
Great.
you're the man. Javi,
All right,
you're
good
the
to see
man. Hialeah, just step up your game on all levels. Thanks.
Okay, I love you anyway.
Love you, bro. Peace.
Stay safe, brother.
Okay.
Awesome. He's great. He's great.
He's not. No, dude, don't tell him that. Don't say that because all
You're encouraging.
all you see is this is 90 in his house. His freaking chest just pops up. It's like, I'm the man. Look at Goat, man. He said, I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
Yo, Chad is my boy. He is the guy, bro.
Dude, he is so competitive, man. God bless. You know that risk game is going to take a long time because there's going to be a lot of freaking arguing in that game, dude.
You got yourself into it.
I know. I'm almost scared now.
It's
I am
on.
scared, dude. He's relentless. Okay, Gina Davis movies. Okay, Gina Davis is our official mascot. You guys want to say that?
Yeah. I don't know if she's our mascot. She might be our symbol or image. I don't know. She definitely doesn't cheer us on, but we try and use her as our hype.
Okay, so do you guys got any favorite Gina Davis songs or top Gina Davis songs?
Songs?
Movies?
She has songs.
I mean, movies.
I was about to say, bro, she wrote music.
I don't think you did. A lot of
A
those.
League of Their Own is the only one I've ever seen her in that I can remember.
Which one?
And
A League
Beetlejuice.
of Their Own, the baseball one. I saw that, but I was inebriated, so I don't remember it that well.
You haven't seen Beetlejuice more than once. You've only seen it once.
Yeah, I saw it once, and I was alcohol
So,
induced.
okay, so filmography, 1982, Tootsie. Have you ever seen
Nope.
Tootsie?
Tootsie. You never seen Tootsie?
I've
No.
never seen Tootsie.
You never. Neither one of you.
No, bro.
Not digging that lane-changing sexuality or whatever.
That freaking movie's amazing, dude. That's a great movie. It's with Dustin Hoffman
Yeah.
and oh my God, Sybil Shepherd, I believe. That movie's great, man.
I've never seen it, but she's in it. Gina Davis is in it.
Yeah, but she has a small part, so I didn't pick that one.
League of Their Own. That's
Yeah,
our,
that's-
I think that's gonna be our staple all across the panel.
No, it's
Yeah, I saw
not.
that.
I've never seen that whole movie. I've seen it in parts. It's just never attracted me to watch that movie, dude.
Have you seen Long Kiss Goodnight?
Parts of it too. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's good. It's not bad, but it's not that good. That's what I meant.
What about you, Goat?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Long Kiss Goodnight. Have you seen that movie?
No, not me. Nope.
What about Earth Girls Are Easy?
Oh, did I see that? Damn, I can't. If I did, I don't remember her. Put it that way.
Yeah, she was one of the chicks. And what is it? Goldblum? Is it? What's the guy that was in The Fly? Is it Jeff Goldblum? Yeah, he's in that.
Oh,
Yeah,
was that with Julie Brown? The other Julie Brown?
I
Which
believe
one?
so.
Julie Brown. There was a white girl with a red hair. I think she was in that. And then there was like a a black girl who was what do you call it? A hostess on MTV. It
Yeah.
was Downtown Julie Brown.
Julie
And then
Brown.
there's another Julie
yes.
Brown.
Jim Carrey was in that too.
Okay.
Yeah, they come down, they're aliens, and they're like these horrible get-ups. They're like all orange get-ups, or they're green. I forget what they look like.
The Fly.
Dude, The Fly was amazing.
I need to see that.
Okay,
movie,
I saw
man.
that. I did see that. Okay.
I haven't seen that.
I just can't remember her. Like you guys are naming all these movies that I've seen, but I don't remember her.
You don't remember her in The Fly? She was the
I
girl.
remember The Fly, but I don't remember that because I'm such a fan of Vincent Price in the original one. So I did see that, but I don't remember her specifically, and I guess I didn't care. You
You
know?
remember when he's turning into the Fly and he I'm gonna ruin the movie. I don't know if you want to hear this. A scene. I'm not ruining.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah, so it's already.
It's like a 30-year-old movie. I'm not ruining shit.
The movie came out in 1986, bro.
Yeah, that's her ex.
Before I was,
Yeah.
before I was born.
Dude,
Oh, damn.
I saw it at the theaters, dude. That movie was freaking gross, man. When he throws up on the guy, because he throws
Yeah.
up and then he liquefies the guy's arm, and then he starts eating the guy's arm, dude. It was so good.
The Fly is where Jeff Goldblum he trades body with a fly, right? Like he becomes a
Yeah.
fly. And
He
then the
Yeah,
fly
because
becomes
that's a
him.
remake of like a 1950s movie with Vincent Price.
Yeah.
I remember that distinctly. Yeah,
Me.
yeah, I remember that because that's a classic.
Hey, Man Cave Comics in the chat. What's up?
What's up, man? Cave? The Fly is good, dude. The Fly was great at the time. Another
Yes.
movie, Thelma and Louise. You guys never watched Thelma and Louise?
No,
I've never seen Thelma and Louise, no, man.
Wow, that movie was a freaking humongous hit.
Dude, you just ruined the movie for Hialeah.
yeah, what was I, like 14 or 15 when that came
Or
out?
not
Yeah,
yet.
it's not really my demographic.
What? Thelma and Louise?
Thelma
Not
and
for me, bro.
Louise, that came out in 1991.
That's
Oh,
actually,
91?
you know who's
All right, 91, I was 20, so yeah, I'm definitely not paying
Dude,
attention.
Is that the one? Is that the one where on the road? They're on the road.
Yeah.
it's
Because
like
they're
too bad
because they committed a crime.
yeah.
They committed a
I don't-
crime and they're trying to
That's
like.
actually Brad Pitt's first movie.
Wow.
Or I don't know if it's his first movie or it's the movie that he first got noticed and he had a huge part and he blew up after that movie.
Wow.
Well, the younger version of me isn't paying money to
Hey,
see that.
Hans Zimmer did the music to that movie, so that must be a little banger right there. Thelma and Louise. Yeah, I do remember seeing that a little bit, like bits and pieces of that movie.
That movie's actually not bad. And then of course I think my number one is Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice for sure.
Drunk and stupid.
What about Fletch?
She had
Oh,
a small role, and it doesn't even she's not even worth mentioning.
It was the small role.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that movie so bad. That's one of the rare times I want to get up and leave.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking Fletch because I think she was in that.
Fletch, yes. I wanted to
Fletch,
leave
yeah.
during Fletch. Oh my lord, I hated
Wait,
that.
Fletch
Hmm?
with Chevy Chase.
with Chevy Chase. That was like, you didn't like that movie?
Garbage.
either?
Garbage. I
That
want
movie was
to leave.
hilarious, dude. He was so funny.
Oh, I did not like that.
I didn't like.
Have you guys seen Golf Caddy?
No.
You haven't seen Golf Caddy with Chevy Chase and all those other guys?
Oh,
That's
I hated
not-
Fletch.
That's Caddyshack, not
Caddyshack, Golf Caddy. My bad, Caddyshack.
Oh, Golf Caddy is. It's Caddyshack. Oh yeah,
Caddyshack, my bad.
Caddyshack. Caddyshack's a classic. You haven't seen that?
Caddyshack go?
Caddyshack?
Oh, I saw that. I'm still reeling from Fletch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, Caddyshack. I'm all right. Nope, nobody worry about me. Don't need to put up a fight. You just let me be. All right. I'm all right. Yeah, dude, Stuart Little. She wasn't Stuart Little.
Stuart Little, yes, she was. She was the mom, right?
Yeah, look, Man Cave and Steve Whiting, dude. Fletch was great, man. Fletch Live sucked. The second one sucked, but the first one was great.
I've never seen
Not
Fletch.
doing
I've never seen it.
And you probably never will.
That's the one where he like disguises as different people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Goat's like, oh, ew.
Garbage. The second worst movie I've ever paid to see, that I actually paid to see, not watch some crap on like USA Network or some other garbage, but I'm saying paid money to see and wanted to leave. Oh,
Okay.
God.
Have you ever paid for a movie, gone in, and left? because it was so bad. I've only done it once.
Oh, I wanted to, but I couldn't because I was with my wife's. I was the only guy. And I was with some of my wife's friends and my wife, and I was just like, "Oh man, the worst movie I have ever paid to see in my life was John Travolta, Primary Colors, where he was the president of the United States. Kathy Bates was in it. Oh Lord, it was the worst piece of fucking garbage I've ever seen in my life.
It's a political movie, ain't it?
Oh,
part of an election?
some dude. Just when it couldn't get any worse, somebody committed suicide and all this. I'm like, oh my god, you kill me. I'm like, oh, you know?
Oh man.
What about you, Zavi?
I don't think I've ever walked out of a movie. I can't remember at least where I've done that. I'm sure movies have been on the TV. I'm just like, no.
Dude, I did it. I've only walked out once, and then there was another movie that I just slept through the whole thing because it was horrible.
What was that?
The one I walked out of was Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis. You remember that
Yeah,
one?
I never saw that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I never saw that.
Garbage, bro. God, I hated that movie. And the other one is oh my god, it's the one where it's with Cher and Nicolas Cage. That it's like almost like an opera kind of movie. God, what's the name?
Man.
Shit.
Man. Dude, what were you doing seeing that? Were you on a date or something? What the hell?
Moonstruck, 1980.
Moonstruck, dude. God damn, Moonstruck. Oh my god, bro. Oh, I slept through that whole fucking movie. That shit was horrible. We went. I don't know. We just ended up. We were like in a group of girls and guys and whatever.
And that's the movie you just decided to watch, and then
Yeah, bro, Moonstruck. Oh my god, and she won the Oscar for that, I believe.
no way.
Yeah.
Better than you think.
Horrible movie, dude. I couldn't stand it.
Yo, I love bad movies, like B movies, like weird, like sci-fi, low budget movies. Like that's my type of movie. You know, I have like a weird taste in movies.
Yeah, because that kind of like is like a movie version to like whatever it is that attracts you to comic books. But if you go see a horrifying like chick flick or something, you're gonna want to tear your eyes out.
Have you?
It's like, oh.
Did any of you guys see the latest or the newest Halloween movie?
No, I stopped watching those a long time ago.
I haven't seen the latest Halloween movie, but the latest Halloween movie was actually made by the guy who was in Westbound and Out.
Oh yeah, I know who it is.
Let me see if I can pull up the information. There's so many Halloween movies.
I was never really into those slasher movies. I saw like the first couple, and then the first couple of Friday the 13th, and then when he started going into space, it was just ridiculous and it got so repetitive. And
Danny McBride. So
Yeah.
Danny McBride, I think he wrote it, but that's insane to like. He's like a comedy guy, he like does a whole bunch of comedy stuff, and he was in This Is the End with Seth Rogen. And he wrote a Halloween movie.
So you saw that in the movies, Javi?
I haven't seen it yet, no, but I've always wanted to check it out because it's like one of those weird, just horror movies. It's
I mean, if you watch
not
like
made to be good, but it's kind of good at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you watch this stuff on like Netflix, whatever, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because you're just using like your membership to see it. But I'm talking about like putting down like $10 or $12, $15, whatever. Like, and then
that's
like
that's different.
Yeah, that's a no. You better like it. You know what I mean? That stuff's expensive. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
especially if you're bringing someone else, if you're like go with your wife or you're on a date or whatever, and it's if you have children, you got to bankroll all that, and you all want popcorn and M&Ms and nachos and all that crap. Then now you're talking big money.
That's I saw Jason X. I kind of dig Jason X. I have a very good memory of seeing Jason X when I was a teenager.
What happens in Jason X?
That's where they go to space. That's
where they go to space.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jason 10.
God.
And that movie scared the hell out of me though when I was a kid. When I was a teenager.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's dumb as hell. Of course it's dumb. It's fucking
It's
Jason going to
space, bro.
space.
Come
He
on.
fights a robot. The robot kills him. Jason gets rebuilt. He kills the robot and then gets rebuilt with the robot or something. I don't know. It's some like crazy stuff that happens in that movie.
He becomes like a cyborg.
Yeah, he becomes a freaking cyborg. Yeah.
It sounds absurd.
The movie that scared the shit out of me, bro, was
Mars Attack, bro. Mars Attack. I saw that when I was little fun fact. I used to live in Ecuador. And we watched Mars Attack, and I was in like kindergarten.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was in like.
Wow, who let you watch that? Damn.
My parents didn't care, but yeah, I watched Mars Attack, and that freaked me out, and I had to like sleep with my parents that night. The whole shebang. That movie scared the hell out of me.
Dude, the movie that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid was Jaws, dude. I swear to God, Jaws lived underneath my bed for a month after I saw Jaws, dude.
Jaws, yeah, that's another one.
And for years, when I was in the pool by myself or something, I would imagine a trapdoor was gonna open and the sharks were gonna get loose. Freaking vivid imagination, dude. God, I was terrified of swimming.
After I saw Jaws for the first time, I was afraid to sit on the toilet. No joke. I thought he was going to come up and,
Oh man, Man Cave Comics. I made my kids see the original Halloween recently. They needed a proper education. My parents never made me watch any scary movies.
Dude, I was never scared of Jaws coming out of the fucking toilet, bro. That one.
I was.
That one makes more sense than under my bed, though. So you get a point.
Do you know that the movie Jaws, from that movie comes the term blockbuster, because that was the first movie where people lined up around the block to see it. So when you say the movie's a blockbuster, because they lined up like that for Jaws in 1975, because that was an incredible run of year after year having great movies. Like they had 75 was Jaws, 76 was Rocky, 77 was Star Wars, 78 was what? Like was like Close Encounters, Superman, the first Superman movie. They had like
Close Encounters was like 78.
Yeah, like every year they had like a great blockbuster movie for like all the way to like the mid '80s or more. So that was the first movie that people because before Star Wars came out for a short time, that was the box office champion before Star Wars took that down. But that was that's where that term came from, blockbuster Jaws.
Dude, I freaked out, dude.
My dad took me to Jaws drive-in theater when I was 7. Couldn't swim in the pool at night without freaking out.
Dude, I couldn't swim in the pool, period. I was fucking freaked out.
I couldn't sit on the freaking toilet. I was like, oh man.
You had
problems. My mother loved that. So
you had problems.
House on Haunted Hill. That's I think that's based on a video game series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Shining.
Dude, I love The Shining, man. God, dude. But that shit freaked the fuck out of me, too.
Do you guys see Ready Player One?
No, you know what? I never did. Is that good?
It's okay.
What did
somebody, hold on a sec on that. Somebody said that, because I was watching a YouTube video about it a while ago, that said that the book is like light years past the movie. And if you see the movie, it's a disappointment because you should have read the book first. It's that good. Yeah. So I wanted to see it. In fact, I have it on my DVR, and I was just like, oh, I'm not going to touch it now because I want to get that book now, because a lot of people say that book is brilliant, and but the movie is okay. You know what I mean? So I think I'm saving myself for that book because I think I want to read it.
Yeah, Ready Player One was good. The book is way better. That's what Chad says. Yeah, the book is always going to be a little bit better, I feel like. But in this case, I've also heard the same thing where the book just blows the movie out of the water. The movie is very, I think Steven Spielberg directed it. So
Ready Player One, yes.
So it's just very nostalgic. So I guess it doesn't try to pull in a lot of the elements of the book, but it uses that baseline of like the book's like world to base the movie off of, like that immersion.
Right. No, you're right, because they do change things around. Because I read the novel for Jaws, and in the book for Jaws, it's different. Like a few things happen that are different than in the movie. For example,
Brody.
Brody's wife gets down with Hooper, Richard Dreyfuss' character.
Yeah.
So he has an affair with her in that. And then the way that Quint dies, he doesn't get eaten by the shark necessarily. He gets his foot caught in a rope when he harpoons the shark, and the shark drags him under. So and then he finishes him off under there. So he doesn't eat him the way he does like in the movie Jaws, but he pulls him down because his foot gets stuck in a rope, and then he finishes him off under the water. So the book is different. I guess they couldn't fit all that stuff in, and then have all that other stuff with
Kind of hard to film.
all that stuff. It's like too much stuff going on, and but
But I brought up Ready Player One. In Ready Player One, they have a Shining scene where it's like the red rum scene where like it's like in the creepy house or whatever, and like the blood is
overlook when it comes through the elevator.
Yeah. And in Ready Player One, they do like a homage to that, and it's like straight out of The Shining, but with the Ready Player One characters. It's pretty awesome.
You know what's one movie that the book is almost freaking identical as the movie? I mean, they just leave out this one little thing with one character, and it's something super minor. Silence of the Lambs. That movie is so. It's like the book is almost like a screenplay for that movie. They followed the book that closely. It's so good, so good. So
that's
I never read that. I have seen it, but I never read that book.
The book is still good, but it's the movie captured it perfectly.
Yeah.
Amityville.
Dude, the Amityville Horror. Hell yeah, dude, with the black.
Oh, I remember that. That house, all that. Yeah.
I went to New York and we drove by the house.
I remember seeing that house on like movie posters, and as a little kid, and being freaked out by that.
The house isn't like what it says in the movie poster. It's up on a hill all by itself, dude. It's just a regular house on a regular street, man.
Yeah.
Maybe back in the day, it was probably different.
Maybe
there was less infrastructure around.
Maybe now it's just a regular house, dude, and you could just drive by it, and there it is, and then you just keep on going. It's no big deal, but it has the windows and shit. It's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna talk music. We have another subject.
Let's go.
Save our music picks. We can save our music picks for next Thursday.
Okay.
You want to do
What
that?
you guys want to do?
Whatever, man. Whatever.
We're self-quarantined over here.
So you work tomorrow though, right?
I do work tomorrow. Unfortunately.
You know
but
what?
It's still unfortunate.
You know what's the movie that freaked me out? Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one.
That freaked my brother.
Yeah.
Fuck. When he's in the alley and his arms stretch out and he just starts walking and his arms are like.
Those early ones are good. I saw all the way up to Dream Warriors. So was that the third one, I think? Yeah, I saw like the first one all the way up to Dream Warriors. Then I jumped off.
Who made the song? Somebody did the song "The Dream Warriors." It was like one of those '80s rock bands.
Dokken.
Yes. Dokken.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
My brother, I love Dokken. Because when I was in my metal phase when I was a teenager, my older brother used to bust my balls about that. And he's like, "What's this Dokken? What are you listening to, bro?" I was like, "Nah, man."
Dokken.
I was into it, man. I like Dokken.
I like Dokken. I like Rat. I liked Rat and Motley Crue, man. I fucking loved the Crew, man, back in the day.
My all-time favorite metal band is Iron Maiden, no doubt. Love Iron Maiden.
I love Iron Maiden.
It's amazing. You can never go wrong with some Iron Maiden.
Okay,
I never got into Motley Crue. I never got into Poison. I always thought they were like
a little too androgynous, a little bit of glam. Yeah.
But,
Iron Maiden, man.
Dude, that first Motley Crue.
Van Halen. I fucking love Van Halen. I was a huge Van Halen fan. Just because I wanted to play guitar like him, you know.
Who did it, bro? He was a god. He was a guitar god.
Yeah, my older brother, when he used to see him all the time, said that because he saw them like in like the late '70s and early '80s when they first were touring and stuff, and he said that Eddie Van Halen, when he would do like his guitar solo, sometimes would turn his back to the stage so that you couldn't like turn his back to the crowd, so you couldn't see what he was doing because his style, like his pick and tap. Yeah, he right. His whole thing. So he would like be jamming and doing his thing, but his back would be to the to the audience. You know what I mean? And it was just whoa, because he had such a unique style that he was like paranoid about somebody ripping him off. You know, so.
And then everybody did.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Nah, a lot of people do. He's the only one that really taps. You know, just like you know.
Dude, he's
but, a lot of some like math rock guitarists and nowadays use it and stuff like that. Yeah.
What's your favorite Iron Maiden album?
Oof.
Power Slave.
Javi?
Oh, I don't know their albums like that, man. I like Iron Maiden and I like their songs. I can tell you some of my favorite songs. Phantom of the Opera. That's one of my favorite songs by them.
Power Slave is the Trooper, right?
No, Power Slave is like 2 Minutes to Midnight. Aces High.
Aces High. I love that song.
Yeah, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. It's like I don't know, it's like 18 minutes long because it's based on a poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and it goes on and on and on, and it's just brilliant because I because of that song I went and read poems by this guy, and oh man, it's like really dark because the guy was like some kind of like weird like alcoholic and had some interesting ways of seeing the world. Yeah, so Power Slave, and I like Number of the Beast. I
think mine's is Number of the Beast. Which one's the one with the Trooper? What's the name of that album?
Is that from Killers?
No, it's not Killers. Power Slave is I mean, Trooper is with the one that had Flight of Icarus, the Trooper.
Why am I not remembering?
Die with your boots on. If you're gonna die, die with your boots on. If you're gonna die.
Okay, damn, I'm not remembering. Oh man.
Peace of Mind.
Peace of Mind.
Okay, yeah, I had that. Yeah.
Peace of Mind. That's it. I think I gotta go. It's either Peace of Mind or Number of the Beast, man. Number of the Beast is good from the first song to the last, man. God. Number nine.
Oh man, I had Power. I had Power Slave. Love it. Love Power Slave.
I am a free man. Oh, so good, dude.
Oh, that's from what, the Invaders or whatever. Yeah.
No, that's. Oh, what about? Have you guys heard the song Iron Maiden? It's like I think it's like on their first album. It was their singer. Dude, that song is so badass.
They had this like little EP that they did. I think it's out of print now, called Live in Japan. And it was like a live album, and I think it only had like 4 or 5 songs on it. I remember that. I think that song was on that one, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember that.
Yeah, I don't think you can get that anymore. Like, it's out of print. I still have like a set.
I remember. Wasn't that like a picture disc? Like it had the picture. Some.
Yeah, actually, it was called Made in Japan. I think it was called
Made in Japan. Yeah, it was called Made.
Yeah, Made in Japan. Yeah.
Peace of Mind.
Yeah, awesome. But nah, man.
Peace of Mind. They're all good, man. Even Killers is amazing.
What album is Hallowed Be Thy Name on?
Number of the Beast.
Number of the Beast. I love that song, Hallowed Be Thy Name.
That song is amazing. Is that the one that starts, I'm sitting in my cold cell.
Yeah.
Bells begin to chime, reflecting on my past life. And
dude,
didn't have much time. Oh my God.
Have you guys ever seen the music video for Run to the Hills? It's got like all this like old like 1800s, like early 1900s footage of like old like American Indians and stuff.
Classic.
It's awesome. It's like black and white. Yeah, Run to the Hills music video is spectacular. Check it out on YouTube.
When I saw that on MTV, that's what got me into Maiden. This Run to the Hills video, man. That was Run to the Hills was amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Classic, man.
Iron Maiden, my hands down, my best metal.
They're massive, bro. They're even massive in like South America, dude. They're gods.
Oh, they're huge in like Rio and like Brazil, all over the place. Yeah.
Monsters, dude. They're fucking. People love them, dude.
Yeah.
People. I got. Did you ever see them live? I got to see them live. I saw them. I saw them live on Number of the Beast. I saw that.
Yeah. When did I see? I saw them.
No. I saw them on Peace of Mind. I saw them on Peace of Mind.
I saw them like a little after that, like the one with Can I Play with Madness and all that. Oh, it was a little later in like the 80s. Oh, damn, what was that one? I can't remember. Yeah, I saw it was like 88 or 89. I think something like that.
At 5 o'clock They take me to the gallows pole.
Yeah.
The sands of time.
Oh,
Me.
holy crap.
I'm running low. Oh, dude, so good.
But it's funny because those guys were like so like at a time like when all these other metal bands had like these pretty boys like Vince Neil from The Crew, and, like like you said, Steve Piercy from Rat and all that, and like but those guys were like nothing to look at. Bruce Dickinson was like freaking hardcore, man. He was just like he didn't give a crap. That's why I love those guys, man, because they weren't down with that whole glam metal and all that hair and all
No,
that.
they
They just rocked and tore it up, and love Iron Maiden, man. Can't
Dude,
get
they had the double guitars, and then Steve Harris. Dude, Steve Harris, I think was the bassist, and he was the major songwriter on them, I believe.
Brilliant.
You
Love
don't
them.
great
know,
bass player.
their drummer Nico McBrain, he has a barbecue spot, maybe 20 minutes from here, a little north of us. It's in it's a little. I went like a couple of months ago, dude, and it's all with Iron Maiden memorabilia and all that shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's called oh my god.
Oh, you guys gotta go.
Rockin' Ribs. It's called Rock and Roll Ribs.
I am so jealous, man. Now I'm definitely gonna come sleep on your couch.
You're making me hungry now.
Dude, and it's all Iron Maiden, all memorabilia. Yeah, it's called Rock and Roll Ribs. It's pretty
That must
good.
be awesome. Wow.
Oh man, Iron Maiden! I gotta go listen to some Iron Maiden right now.
Good stuff. You won't be sorry.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if you like metal, you'll like them.
What was the album you were talking about with that 18-minute song, Goat?
Power Slave, it's called, and the song it's called "The Rime of the Ancient Mariner."
The
Brilliant.
That's one of their most famous songs.
Mm.
Well, what you guys got going on for the rest of the week? Weekend's coming up, Friday's coming up.
Well, just a whole lot of nothing. Just riding it out.
Riding out the self quarantine.
Yeah, we're going tomorrow to the grocery store because my wife put in like an order for our food, and it's just like gonna be like a pickup order. It's already gonna be bagged and everything. It's already paid for and all of that. So you don't like spend much time doing anything. You don't have to touch any shopping carts or anything like that. So that'll be cool. So just gonna go pick that up and bring that home, and more tater tots and macaroni and cheese and so
And some
cans of Pringles, bro.
Hey, I got a can of Pringles in the pantry too, man.
The little things. It's the little things.
Yeah, man. Because my can is my can of Pringles is dwindling. I'm down to maybe this much left, and I started squawking about that today. And my wife's like, "All right, I'll get you some more." I'm like, "All right."
Yeah.
So,
I heard Midtown doing deliveries still.
I think not where I'm at, but I think you gotta order like a certain minimum. I think I'm not exactly sure what they're doing with that, but yeah. So I'm not sure, but I think they're like doing a thing like where your stuff might be already bagged for you and maybe you can go pick it up. I'm not sure because I didn't get an email from them, but I didn't read it.
Yeah. Hailey, are you picking up any books or you just taking it easy?
I think I'm gonna hang out a little bit in my bedroom tomorrow morning. Then I might move over to the living room and then go to the kitchen a little while, see what's going on there, and maybe come upstairs, see what's going on up here, and then I'm gonna do an episode of Afternoon Delight hopefully tomorrow at 1. And after that, I'll probably go back to the living room, see if anything changed. Maybe walk my dog.
Make sure you don't cough on anybody when you go outside.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to,
Yeah, keep it low key. Yeah.
Keep it on the low. But it's all good.
Oh man, good stuff. Hopefully we can continue doing these live streams depending on how the world is going on and things like that. We don't have to wait until next Thursday, but if you guys are available.
Yeah, man. Sounds good. We got to do our top. What were we going to do? Our top 70s albums or top 70 bands? Or top 70 songs? We could do a lot of shit. We're going to
do all of it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we
can break it down into different categories, whatever you want.
Yeah,
we can really narrow it down. Yeah.
We'll do it next time.
You can do like pop and rock and all that.
We should do the album and then probably and then talk about the songs that we like on the album.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That sounds good.
All right, guys. I guess we're letting you in on our creative process right here. You're sitting behind the scenes.
Yeah, there was pretty much no structure to this. We just kind of just talked.
Yeah, just freestyle and have some fun,
Yeah, which is what we wanted to do. We just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys, and it kind of worked out because with everything that's going on in the world right now, so it was a good time to just hang out with you guys. So thank you.
Hey, man, we had 90 jump in. That was cool.
Yeah,
that was great.
Man K Comics, jumped in here later in the evening. Some other awesome members. We talked a little bit of sports, football talk with Steve. Simeon was in here. Immortal Biggie Shack, always holding it down.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming by, and everybody on replay, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. We're gonna keep it up. We're gonna keep up the Start Me Up show. We'll keep it up, and then we'll go from there, man. Thank you.
With the awesome thumbnails, by the way, Bobby. Thank you.
Oh, spectacular! Awesome.
Yeah, no problem. I have fun doing them. It's all fun. I like the floating heads.
Yeah, skills.
And Gina, we gotta thank Gina. Thank you, Gina.
Yes, thank you, Gina Davis, for being a famous person.
Oh, of course, always. Well, man, we'll definitely come up with a kind of like a solid music topic for sure, because I definitely love to talk some music with you guys.
Sounds
Absolutely.
good.
And
love it.
Yeah, we'll go from there, man.
I know everything I'll say, 90 will not agree with, and that's okay. That just seems that's the nature of our relationship, and that's okay. I know where I stand.
Sometimes you have to flourish in that, you have to embrace that.
Yeah. No, you know what? I've noticed me and 90 have that relationship where no matter what I tell him, he'll go with whatever the guy in the corner tells him, relationships. Hey, I know you told me this, man, but that guy that was outside the fucking, outside Walgreens told me that Bob Greene's better, so I'm going with that guy. And Bob Greene's probably the top all-time quarterback,
Oh, man. Hey, I can't wait to do this again next time. It's going to be
awesome. It was a good time. Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who came out tonight to watch us. Always a good time.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys, man. Be good, everybody.
Yeah, have a great rest of your night. Stay safe. Stay consciously aware of everything that's going on. Yeah. And
peace.
Check out YouTube for more content. Have a great night, guys.